Alright, now what I've done here is I've set the mixer up, so I want to just test the inputs and outputs, make sure everything works. Because the last time I bought a Behringer board, which was like about I don't know, like 8 years ago, it was dead on arrival. I just returned it to the store. So I just want to make sure everything works. Alright, it looks like we got power, which is a good thing. The last time I messed with a Behringer, it really was I bought it home. I bought it from Guitar Center. I plugged it in, and it just wasn't working. Like nothing. And it seemed there was like a defect in the power switch that didn't come on. So anyway, that was done. So I'm going to run some sound through here, make sure all the channels work, which you should do with all your gear. Especially if you're going to use it live, you don't want to be testing the stuff live. You know, you got before you go out live, make sure you test it. I got a little drum machine here that I want to just run audio through it. And I got my stuff mixed. It's all ready to go. There we go. Let's get just a little sound. Master output. Yeah, it looks like we got some sound. Yeah, it looks like it works, yeah. That's one channel right there. Let me run through to all the channels, make sure all the channels work. Yep. The trick here is when you want audio to come out the main output, the main mix, you got to make sure this main mix button right here is on, because that's sending the audio to the main mix. And make sure this main mix slider is up. Yeah. Alright. It looks like the stereo outputs work. Let me check the sub output. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of the main mix and into the sub output. And now what you got to do is you got to activate the sub output over here and turn up the sub, and you get sound out of the sub. Seems to be working too. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. So yeah, it looks like it works. Let me test the microphone inputs really quick. What I'm going to do is go over here and get a microphone cable. Get a microphone cable here. Because these compressors really interest me here, because it's really neat having a compressor that's actually built in the board, you know. Used to having compressors in the studio, but having it live would be really cool, I would think. So let's try this out here. Let me put this back on the main output. Turn up the main output. Turn up the mic input. Check, check, 1, 2. The gain is off. We got to turn on the mic input 1, 2. Yeah, it sounds nice and clean. Yeah, really cool sounding. Nice, clean sounding mic preamp here. I'm using a Sennheiser microphone. That's the E835, and it has a nice tone to it. Very nice. So let me mess with the compressor a little bit here. When I turn it on, yeah, it's really cool. You see the every time the compressor kicks in, the light comes on to let you know that it's compressing. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It comes in. Well, I got everything maxed out pretty much here. So I got the levels up. It comes in at about 10 o'clock. and it sounds really sweet. Let's check the effects. Now the way you need to get these effects going is you have to there's an effect knob right here, which I'm assuming turns the effects on. You got the effects return right here, and you want to send the effects to the main mix, which is right here. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I think the optimal setting for effects, you put the send and return both to 0. That's the way I like doing it. Put them both to 0, and that way you could control the amount of effects right here. And there's also a parameter knob on the effects. This is like a reverb going on. Reverb 1, which is a hall reverb. So you got to set the you could hear the effects going on. So you got to set the effects over here. And the way you do is the way you change the effects, you change this knob. There's also another parameter. I don't know what it does because I haven't read the manual yet. So I'm going to switch over to a delay right here. This is a delay. A delay. You could hear. Delay. Actually, this sounds pretty good. This is pretty good sounding effect processor right here. Really impressive, actually. They cut down the number of effects. I think back in the day they used to have like 100 effects. Now you only have 16, but the thing with the effects is you could actually program what you want to do, like what kind of, like your length of your delay and your length of your reverbs and the size of your reverbs and stuff. There's other things. I haven't read the manual yet, so I really don't know. But so far, so good. All right. This is Ilyas, a.k.a. Ike versus the Robot, doing an unboxing and testing of a Behringer x1622 USB. And keep posted because we're going to have some more reviews. I got some gear over here, some vintage stuff. We got some vintage stuff and we got some new stuff that I'm going to be reviewing. And also keep a lookout for my songs. I got some music coming out. Actually, I got a whole bunch of music done that I haven't put up on the internet yet, so keep posted and be good.